to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
What do you think, Gina? I think that worked.
I think that worked. It works every time. It looks like we have all of our guests here and we're ready to rock. So I'm going to introduce each of you. And Andrea is going to ask you your headline fun fact. So let's kick it off. Coming from Florida first, this woman navigates challenging projects with clarity, blending sharp analysis, empathy, and clear vision for seamless progress. She sparks collaborative energy, motivating teams to exceed goals through encouragement, trust, and adaptive leadership style. She drives continuous improvement by uniting creative problem solving, strategic perspective, and commitment to authentic professional relationships. Let's all please welcome Nellie Nakui to the
Round of applause for Nellie. Nellie, the Greek philosopher Plato once said, "Play a game with me for an hour, and we will learn more about each other than if we spoke for a year." So we start this game with a little fun fact. And the fun fact should be, as you've heard, the headline, not a story. It could be a proud moment. It could be something that most people don't know about you. Something that might make us all say, "Hey, Nellie, no way." and what I'd like to also plant a seed with you is you want to leave people curious, right? Leave them wanting more. So tell us, what is your headline fun fact, Nellie?
I speak, read, and write Farsi.
Whoa.
Wow. And I'm just curious, how much is Farsi used today on the planet? Isn't that an ancient language? Or are a lot of people still speaking it? Because that's extraordinary.
Being born and raised in California in the US, not a lot of people, there's a huge Persian population, but as I travel across the country, not very many Persians and not spoken very often. But yes, it is historical Persians. It's been around for a long, long time.
One of my best friends on the planet, Bob Falla, is Persian. Thank you for that fun fact. And guys, did you notice that when you follow the rules and you have a curiosity evoking headline fun fact, that sometimes we're so curious, but ask a question. And sometimes when people end up telling the long story accidentally, and it's not that we don't want to hear it, we love your stories, but we do have other people on the show and we have to give everyone that. So we have to lovingly interrupt someone. So let's announce or introduce the next person.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So next up, he's coming from West Haven, Connecticut. He's a seasoned operator turned mission-driven advocate, empowering seniors to reclaim brain health and vibrant independence. He's championing a life-saving, transformative solution for aging with dignity and mental strength, reshaping elder care norms. And he radiates calm conviction and ingenious drive, inspiring action and hope in a world ripe for change. Let's all please welcome Mr. Vincenzo Patessa to the Heart of Influence. And Andrea, I'm saying Vincenzo because we had some fun in the green room, but Vincent, what would you like Andrea Catania, also an Italian, to call you?
Vincenzo's fine, Vincent. Either way.
Vincenzo, so for some fellow Italianos here on the call.
Yes.
Tell us,
Yeah.
Vincent, thank you for all you are doing in the world. And what is your headline fun fact?
Well, I love the beach. I love music. I spend a lot of time with both of them and travel to places to enjoy both of that. But outside of helping seniors regain their memory, I guess I'm kind of boring, unfortunately, but I have a good sense of humor.
But, well, I don't think you are boring at all. You are the opposite of boring. And if you don't mind my saying, you've got a great smile. So thank you. Thank you for bringing this happy, positive energy. Gina, who else do we have on Olga and Juan's amazing Heart of Influence?
Next up, coming from Woodbridge, Virginia, an expert real estate entrepreneur blending financial mastery with innovative approaches to residential and commercial investments, and passionate about revitalizing communities, championing affordable housing solutions, and expanding access for families in need. He drives charitable efforts empowering children's sports participation by eliminating barriers and fostering opportunities to thrive. Please welcome Charlie Einsman to the Heart of Influence.
Charlie, shall we call you?
Huh?
So shall we call you Charlie, Chuck, Charles? What do you prefer?
I tell you, one of my nicknames in high school was Upchuck.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not calling you that.
Yeah,
people
would say, "What's up, Chuck?" So then they started calling me Upchuck.
I don't want that to be your fun fact, because I bet you have a different one that is going to just help us get to know you better. So what do you say?
No,
What most people don't know about you?
Yeah, my fun fact was, that video you guys just played?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And you saw that guy scuba diving with that turtle?
Oh, we sure did. That was Mr.
Yeah.
Sean Cowgie.
Yeah, well, that was me too, but it wasn't me. That's my fun fact. I'm an avid scuba diver, and one of the best things I ever did was not only get certified, but I got one of my sons certified as well.
He's on
And
your downline, as we say.
Awesome.
Yeah, my downline. So I got him certified, and so he paid me back last year with a trip to Bali. And so I'm in DC area, and so we went to Bali, and one of the highlights, believe it or not, in my life, while obviously having children, was that we went scuba diving with manta rays.
Whoa.
Yeah, and if
So,
you guys have
thank
ever
you.
seen the manta ray,
You belong here. We love scuba
Crazy.
diving. We do it every year. Thank you for that share. Gina, who else do we have to announce?
Next up, Andrea, we do have from Ontario, Canada. He guides transformations with deep expertise in health optimization, wellness strategy, and preventative approaches. He's a passionate educator, inspiring audiences to reclaim vitality through science-based methods and practical daily synergy. And he champions innovative solutions that empower individuals to achieve holistic well-being and sustainable performance. Let's please all welcome Dr. George Grant to the Heart of Influence.
Dr. George, shall I call you Dr. George? George, what do you prefer?
Exactly. What exactly you would like me to
I
answer?
would like to call you Dr. George. That's what I'm going to call you, Dr.
Yes,
George. So
that's
tell
fine.
us what's something most people don't know about you. What is your headline fun fact?
What people do not know about me, that when I was 18 years young, My mom passed away at age 45 years young. So I
Oh,
actually committed
sorry.
to study wellness and prevention versus intervention. And currently, people do not actually, when I talk to them, when I tell them I'm 75 years, exactly to be 75 and a half, they said, you look much younger. So despite my bad genes, my bad DNA, and all of the stuff, I'm 75 and a half and I look younger. Yes, thanks very much.
Much.
And I'm planning to live till age of 101 if God give me another 25 years. So that's what people do not know about me.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. My number is 107. Gina, I don't know what yours is, but I'm going to be around a while. So thank you for bringing that positive longevity energy to our show. And what do you say? Are we ready to begin? We've got, let's see who we have here as participants.
Wait, Andrea, hold on. We have more people to introduce. Hold on, and our co-hosts. So hang on, sister. Thank you. Let's go next from San Diego, California. He's from a single heartfelt post during the pandemic. He sparked a worldwide movement of sending cards, healing hearts through human connection. He's a master of relationship capital, and quietly behind transformational introductions and access is sitting at elite tables, not for clout, but to learn, serve, and elevate. Coach, mentor, humanitarian, guiding the next gen, or influencing dignitaries on a mission to help every soul realize their vision, not by leverage, but fueled by love. Please, everyone, let's welcome Dr. Daryl Horton to the Heart of Influence.
Dr. Daryl, fueled by love, that really touches hearts. And thank you for all you're doing in the world. Share with us your fun fact, proud moment headline.
Well, I would have to say it's something that my father always taught me, and I didn't realize it or didn't really realize what it meant for a long time. And it was, let your work speak louder than your material possessions.
Wow.
Amen.
That is amenable. Thank you, Gina. I couldn't agree more. And thank you so much for sharing that truth. Beyond a fun fact, that is a truth. So thank you. And apologies for rushing a moment ago. Gina, who else do we have on the show?
Our co-hosts, of course, first up coming from Staten Island, she champions fairness for providers by navigating the maze of medical billing laws and insurance loopholes, relentlessly fighting to recover every hard-earned dollar that insurance companies try to keep from those who deserve it the most. She empowers justice by supporting law enforcement and community leaders to bring economic justice, protect the most vulnerable, and uphold the highest standards of integrity within the justice system. And she sparks dynamic partnerships and curates high-value opportunities, skillfully linking visionaries, innovators, and impact makers for business breakthroughs, influential collaborations, and personal growth on every level. Please, everyone, let's give it up for the one and only Olga.
Olga, I'm so delighted to be here on another show with you. It's been a while, it's been a minute, and share with us, with all the things you're doing in the world, something that most people don't know, a fun fact, a headline. The mic is yours.
Thank you. My fun fact that people don't know, I like to make care bags and hand them out to the homeless.
Oh, thank you. I love that you do that. And seriously, how does that make you feel?
It just makes me feel like I'm contributing to the world.
Well, you are. And thank you so much for that. And I don't think there's anything that feels better than giving. So thank you, Olga. And Gina, I think we have another fabulous co-host for you to introduce.
Yes, ma'am. Coming from Washington, D.C., he built a distinguished career in real estate while earning his business administration degree, becoming a top 1% agent nationwide in over 21 years in real estate. Known for his expertise, market knowledge, he has expanded his portfolio to include real estate development and investment, and is a passionate member of the Salvadorian Chamber of Commerce, actively promoting local business growth and economic development while supporting clients and community with integrity and personalized care. Let's all please welcome Mr. Juan Umanzor, co-host to the show.
Thank you.
Juan, I can't believe it's been a year since you've been with us, or even more. And thank you for everything that you bring. Tell the group something most people don't know about you. What is your headline fun fact?
Well, thank you, Andrea and Gina and everyone here. Before I start building real estate empires, I was milking cows, riding horses at the age of 7 back in El Salvador.
Oh, I love that image and I adore that fun fact because what you've demonstrated is sharing something that we wouldn't have known about you. And you're even cooler than I thought. So thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. And everyone, I want to introduce my co-host here today, and thank you for jumping in because she's an extraordinary woman, a deal attorney, not a deal attorney, the deal attorney. She has led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways that you can. 2 years out of law school, she built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, proudly serving for a decade on the board of the National Investment Banking Association. She's helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources. She's the executive producer of The Heart of Influence, general counsel and chief ecosystem officer at Cali Law. Let's all please welcome to the show and thank her for stepping in, Miss Andrea Catania. Andrea, thank you so much for your brilliance and what you bring to so many humans across this globe and what you've done for many, many, many businesses, what you do for Unblinded, our community, our ecosystem. And I'm so grateful for you. And Andrea, what is your fun fact?
I left a big bureaucratic law firm where I felt almost sterile, but with a great practice, a pension, lots of bells and whistles, lots of glamour, because I wanted to come here and change the world. And I feel every day, every morning I wake up, that I'm here for a purpose to make a difference in the worlds of people who may be suffering and that need to become unblinded to what they don't see in elevating their vision, mission, and purpose through their financial freedom, their time freedom, and their magic. So thanks for amening me, Gina. And I failed to introduce my co-host last time because I didn't have something in writing, but I know this extraordinary woman who had a vision many years ago that she was going to be a change maker. And she didn't know exactly how, but saw herself on a mountain near water with 4 or 5 people doing something powerful, and had an unspeakable loss. As a young mom, she lost her 3-year-old daughter, and it gives me chills to have to share that. But this was something that shook, who wouldn't it shake to their core? But she's channeled that grief and energy into doing something in the world that is impacting millions. And I don't know anyone, although I know a lot of people on our team, we have a lot of hard workers, but this woman works tirelessly to make sure that everyone, every detail is taken care of. And the dedication, compassion, love, empathy, mothering, nurturing, all of these beautiful things that she brings to the world. I'm so grateful. So please welcome my beautiful co-host to the show, Miss Gina Ricci.
Thank you, Andrea.
Applause! Where's our applause track? This woman deserves it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was fun. I was once on this show every day, so it is fun to be back on the show. Thank you for that. So my fun fact is that I was introducing everyone for like almost 2 years for a while there. My role at Unblinded, I wear so many hats and do so many things. And I get to step in once in a while when Bella is, some stuff is when she can't be here for whatever reason, which is very rare that her and Sean can't be here. So, of course, since they're together and they're on a plane, they can't be here. But you all get to meet each other, which is what this is about, and have an incredible shared experience. So let's kick it off. Andrea, tell them all what we're doing here.
Sure. So what we're going to be stepping into now in the second sort of stage of our game, actually the third, first being the green room where we got to make sure everyone's equipment worked, and then into our fun facts and proud moments, getting to know each other a little bit more deeply. We're going to have one of the two participants kick this off with a yes you're seeking. It's hello to yes with integrity. It is not pitch, hook, close. It is not Wolf of Wall Street, or if you guys remember the movie Glengarry Glen Ross, sell me this pen. We're not looking for that kind of vibe. We all need yes in life, in business, with family, with anything that we're seeking to do good in the world. We need yes. Everything is on the other side of yes. How do we get there with integrity? I would love to have Vincenzo kick us off by having Gina be whoever he wants her to be. So Vincent, or Gina be whoever you want her to be. Set up a scenario in 30 seconds or so. She could be a famous person. She could be Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett. She could be someone who's no longer with us. Or she could be someone who you're seeking a yes from now, maybe a stage you want to speak on, a client that you really think is going to be meaningful to your business and your practice. And the yes doesn't have to be write me a check for $5 million. That's a lot to ask in 3 minutes. But maybe you just need a longer meeting. So open up listening, ask some questions, be yourself, and get to that yes for the longer meeting. We're going to have a little clock that's going to go on a minute. So Vincent, who would you like Gina to be?
Business manager for a medical office.
Got it. All right.
Gina, bring them in.
Hello, this is Gina.
Good afternoon, Gina. My name is Vincent. I'm with Remote Care today. I'm not calling to sell you anything, not looking to take up any more of your time. We have a program that's to help senior citizens repair and improve their memory and balance. And I would just like to send you some free information on a video, if that's okay with you.
Well, that was quick and easy. Vincent, thank you for what you do. That is important for sure. I do have a couple more minutes. I definitely will have you send that to me. And I know you're not trying to sell me anything right now. Thank you for that. You want to give me something that I can look at. I certainly want to help our seniors. What more can you tell me about you? I have about 2.5 minutes, maybe a little less.
Great. Like I said, there's nothing to sell you here. There's no charge for any of your services. It's a program that's covered by Medicare 100%. The program helps seniors exercise their brain by playing games, but not the regular games like Candy Crush and those. These are games that stimulate the cerebellum part of the brain to enhance memory, cognition, and decision making. They're slightly addictive because they challenge the patient to continue to play. They're not that difficult to start, but the intensity increases. That while it increases, they're actually getting stronger in their mental capacity, little bit pieces at a time, but it's noticeable to the patient. So that's what keeps them coming back for longer periods of time in the future. And like I said, there's no cost to the patient either because it's covered by Medicare. We just need some doctors to introduce this program to their patients.
Well, Vincent, that sounds very meaningful, and I'm definitely interested. I know you're not selling anything, but I mean, I would like to, take the next step and have a longer meeting, and really see how it may be implemented into what we do here. We do have a lot going on. We have a lot of different people wanting us to do different kinds of programs, as you could imagine, and we do have others that have different programs for seniors, but I'd like to see what it is that how yours is different. It sounds like your energy, your approach, and so tell me, what can we do? What's the next step?
I honestly just need an email address to send you some white papers and an introduction video.
Okay, then we'll take it from there. My assistant will send that to you. She has your info, and then we'll go from there, Vincent. Thank you for what you do. Look forward to meeting and connecting. And
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a
thank
nice
you.
day.
Bye for now. Have a great weekend.
Out of roll, excellent job, Vincent. We'll get back to the feedbackers after our next participant goes. Nellie, participant number 2. Who would you like Gina to be? Again, it can be a famous person who's no longer with us, someone who could further your vision, mission, purpose. And the yes can be for a longer meeting or for something more. It is up to you.
So I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm going
Let's
to,
do it.
Gina, if you can be Oprah Winfrey, because she has the influence that can really is scalable, and thinking about yeah, solving a problem is where I'm coming in and really just asking for more time and an opportunity.
All right, so Oprah has 3 minutes. Let's do it. Hello, this is Oprah.
Hi, Oprah. Thank you so much for taking the time. I am not here to sell you anything. However, I'd love to ask you a couple questions if that's okay with you.
Yes, sure. I have like 2.5 minutes, so hit me.
Perfect. So, given your influence, and can I ask you a question of like, who would you be open to partner with to solve problems for your community? Is healthcare, do you see healthcare as a problem within your community?
Well, and that is a very big question. Of course, I do. Healthcare is a problem all over the country, all over the world, depending on what you're talking about within healthcare. What would that be? Can we get more specific? Because I do only have like 2 minutes, and it's rare that anybody gets time with me like this. So, what is it exactly that you're asking for?
Couple questions. Are you familiar with how the prices of health insurance have doubled, tripled, quadrupled
I am.
for individuals, families, business owners? Given that we're in a true crisis, would you agree right now with health insurance costs?
I would.
If there's an opportunity to share within your community that there's an alternative to traditional health insurance that would save them 50 to 70%, put money back into their pockets, and it's better than traditional health insurance, would that be something that you'd want to solve or help your community with?
I mean, I'm intrigued, and I've certainly had a lot of people reach out to me about different ideas. And so, what I have heard of other, some organizations that do this. So, what exactly is your company's name, and like, what exactly is, how can it do that, and what? Yeah. So, tell me more. I'm
Have you
intrigued.
heard of health sharing before?
Yes,
Have you heard of health sharing?
I've heard of health sharing. Don't know much about it. I've never had an issue on my end.
So
So,
not in I've been in healthcare for over 16 years, was serving our underserved population, fighting health equity at a legislative level. I hadn't heard of health
thank you.
sharing either, but it's been around for over 40, 50 years. Now, about 8 years ago, when the law changed from being religious to ethic, come one, come all, technology was added. So, old concept, 9 patents that makes it work, breathe, function better than traditional health insurance. And nobody has to change doctors, preventative and holistic and incentivized. Now, again, not trying to sell anything, but really the added benefits of really staying healthy and not changing doctors, affordable, and having access to healthcare without any barriers. Truly a solution to health equity that could, and the reason why I'm talking to you about this is because I truly feel like the reason why I get this all the time is how come more people don't know about it? With
Mhm.
your influence, there's an opportunity to educate your population. It may or may not be a good fit, but it could put thousands and thousands, billions of dollars back into our communities' pockets
Mhm.
and therefore be repurposed within our communities. I would definitely love to have a bigger conversation if you're open to it.
I tell you what, Nellie, I have to go, but I will have my team reach out to you, and I'll have the proper teammates have the first conversation with you on all of this. I'm intrigued and I, have a lot on my plate. So thank you for the time, and we'll take it to the next level through my team, and then they'll bring it back to me, and then we'll go from there. Sound good, Nellie? Because I can certainly, I know influence is a superpower and the impact it makes. So if this becomes something special in my heart, I will take it on with heart and love and compassion. So thank you for that. Back to out of role, Andrea.
Thank you.
Tanny.
Wow, Gina, great job playing Oprah, and Nellie, way to leave Oprah intrigued. So before we get to the feedbackers, or before we get to, actually, now is the time to get to the feedbackers. Now's the time where those of you who have not been participants are going to give 30 seconds of high vibrational feedback for Vincent or Nellie. Something that they did really well in the 30 seconds, maybe the first 15 seconds, the next 15 seconds, something they could do to optimize next time, and one word describing how Nellie or Vincent made you feel. So let's kick this feedbacking judging off with Dr. Daryl Horton. I would like you to give 30 seconds of feedback for Vincent.
Vincent, an opportunity is to, when you start your conversation, I would change your introduction from "I'm not trying to sell you something," because to me,
what is your reaction to something that he did really well? And then what's your one word?
well, he's very, he has a personality, even coming across on the phone, and he's very easy to talk to.
One word that describes how he made you feel.
Comfortable.
Thank you for that beautiful feedback. And now I'd like to have Dr. George Grant give 30 seconds of feedback for Nellie. Something she did well, something she could do to optimize, and one word, how she made you feel.
She did a great job. Actually, she interviewed one of my favorite, personality, and she did a great job. But I agree with the doctor who said, I have nothing to sell you. There is no need for that. You just introduce your topic as you did about health share. And she did 10 out of 10. And Nelly did a great job. It should be in a broadcasting or a Hollywood. Okay.
Nice. And what's one word, how she made you feel? Think Maya Angelou.
One word.
Well, she said that, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very precise.
Good word. Excellent word. Precise. We love precision. Oh, that's a sign of a good communicator, right, Gina?
Absolutely.
Empathetic, respectful, precise, and direct. Very well done. So, Charlie, we would love to hear your 30 seconds of feedback for Vincent.
Well, for one thing, actually for both of them, I'm going to give the same feedback for both of them. And what I really appreciate is that you guys are bringing up a problem in society and you're talking about solutions for this problem, right? One of the things I would have liked to hear a little bit more is I'm a story guy. So during part of the conversation, if we could have told a story about maybe somebody elderly who played some sort of game and this game triggered maybe a memory in the past, that would have been really, really powerful. Same thing with you, Nellie. I think if you would have told a story about how this healthcare problem that we definitely have in this country, how it helped somebody in dire need, I just think the storytelling part of this would have really been, you guys were powerful to begin with, and I really enjoyed it. I just think stories would even boost you up to that. It would put your thing on another level.
Such masterful feedback. Gina and I, this whole ecosystem recognizes the value of story. And I think that was excellent excellent feedback for both of them to take with them, because by example, by story, it humanizes, it makes things relatable. So thank you very much, Charlie. And now let's go to Olga. Olga, what is your 30 seconds of high vibrational feedback for Vincent?
Well, Charlie, I loved your feedback. You explained it a hell of a lot better than I would have, but I agree. Everything you said, Vincent, I think that maybe just ask more questions, find their pain point. Otherwise, you did wonderful. Nelly, I love that you asked questions from the beginning and you asked permission to ask questions, and that was great, and you did wonderful.
Thank you, Olga. Very
I was
masterful
intrigued.
feedback.
Really. I
Yes,
was intrigued.
beautiful. Thank you. I didn't even have to ask. You gave us that one word.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Juan, what is your feedback? Your 30 seconds of feedback for Nelly.
Well, I agree with everybody. I love the energy. I love the certainty when speaking, and knowing the subject you feel. I think that that was pretty good, and I was really engaged. Um, and yeah, you guys are masters. So I really enjoy the way you convey um, you know your what you're looking for and what you're trying to get. So it was clear to me. So it was great.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So I think everyone has had an opportunity to provide feedback. So now's
Andrea,
the time.
how do
Yes.
you feel about me putting you on the hot seat? Andrea, I have some scenarios in mind. I have some scenarios in mind that I am going to throw out there. And Olga, you get to pick the choice of either the scenarios that I created or one of your own. So definitely, if I were you, I'd be thinking something really good up. And then, Andrea, are you cool with playing that amazing role Sean always plays on the hot seat that Andrea has to go from hello to yes with for a big yes? And we'll see how we roll this out. So here's a couple of ideas for scenarios. You ready, Andrea?
I'm
You can,
ready.
Andrea,
Bring it
you can
on.
listen, but you don't get to pick. You can
I know.
listen, but this is the fun part. You can cover your ears if you want, or you can let us. We're going to go through three, and Olga, you get to pick. So here's scenario number one. Andrea has to go from hello to yes with Oprah. Another like a replay of what Nellie and I did. Essentially, Andrea, just a replay of what Nellie and I did with Oprah, seeking a yes from Oprah to be your influence for her, for the insurance, the health share, non-insurance. If that's something you feel, you can do, Andrea Catania, on a different note, you can, just try to create the opportunity for a second conversation with Oprah to provide the opportunity to have this health share conversation and strengthen our community, Oprah's community, which is the world. Oprah's community in my eyes is the world. So that's one scenario. And then a second scenario is Vincenzo, whose favorite influencer is Mark Cuban, has to go from hello to yes. So Andrea has to go from hello to yes with Mark Cuban to get Mark Cuban on board of his brain health program to help seniors, because Mark certainly, has seniors in his life, and Mark invests in health innovation and tech for seniors and solutions that disrupt outdated systems. Another fun scenario is that Andrea, as risk, has to get a yes from Richard Branson to explore Well, actually, this scenario, the one that I pulled up that I kind of put together, it kind of merges the other two I just noticed because I did use one of our fun AI. So there's the two scenarios. So basically, a reverse role play on the one, and then Andrea going from Hello to Yes with Mark Cuban, which I really like to take the initiative and be on the initiative with Vincenzo for the senior. But I also really want to hear what Olga has to say. So, Olga, what are your thoughts? Do you have a different scenario that Andrea can go from hello to yes with? Playing
I
a
do
fun
not
role?
have a different scenario. I should have thought about that before the show, but I think that maybe let's hear more about brain health.
Awesome. So,
Vincenzo
Andrea,
Day.
unless Juan, did you have a scenario? If you don't, then I'm going to go with the brain health and the request because Vincenzo's favorite, one of his big influences, is Mark Cuban, and what he does in the world. But Juan, just making sure you didn't because you are also co-host.
Yeah, no, I don't have one.
Okay. Awesome. So let's do this. So Andrea, I'll give you a little refresher to the best of my ability because then we do have to pick Olga, somebody playing. I have an idea who I want to pick, but Olga, let's see who you pick. Playing Mark Cuban as my cat meows. Playing Mark Cuban. That Andrea is going to go from hello to yes with Mark Cuban to the
Charlie.
Vincenzo. What? Who, Andrea? Who, Olga? Charlie. Charlie. Okay. So if Charlie, how do you feel about playing Mark Cuban? And Mark Cuban, Andrea, is of course on Shark Tank. If you know about him, I see you're probably researching him at this moment.
I know him. I was actually refreshing my memory of the depth of what Vincent is up to because it's good for me to know both. So
Yes.
happy to
And
be
Vincent.
Vincent.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
Vincent, I'm going to
you're
be
gonna play.
you.
Yeah, you're gonna
Right.
play Vincent going from hello to yes with Mark. Right? For you got it. What were you going from hello to yes with on the initiative for seniors partnering to scale Vincent's brain health program out into the globe to empower seniors with more independence, growth, more independence and balance and memory, cognitive
Got it.
strength. Okay.
Got it. So Charlie, are you ready to be Mark Cuban?
I am ready.
Okay, very good. Here I go. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Mark Cuban. I'm sorry that I traded Doncic to the Lakers. How may I help you?
Mark, it is Vincent. It's Vincent. And we did have a 3-minute call scheduled. I'm hoping now is still okay. We had, something arranged by Gina a little bit earlier, but I want to be super respectful of your time because I know how busy you are.
Well, thank you very much. I do have 3 minutes for your call, so just tell me, what you like me to do or what you want me to hear.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I just want to acknowledge how happy I am to have this opportunity, given all of the things that you are doing to just bring things forward in the world, bring good ideas forward. And I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind, as busy as you are, what prompted you to agree to taking this call?
Well, as you know, I'm a similar age to you guys. I'm late. I don't even know how old Mark is, but I do have aging parents, and I am starting to see the decline of my aging parents' mental health, and I'd like to try and see what I could do to help out, whether it be an investment in research or whether it be something like that to help my parents, because I know I don't have much time with them left, and I would like to help see if I can get their quality of life as best as it can be before they do eventually die.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me because you're speaking about something that impacts all of us. But the fact that you're in touch with it, with this reality, and that you care so deeply about your parents, I think what I have to say might resonate with you. If you don't mind, the place where things are now, the way things are right now, with your parents. If there are no solutions that are offered or things that might make things better, and if there was a possibility for something that could alleviate that pain, that stress, those issues, How acceptable would it be to you or not if everything was exactly as it is by next year or getting worse with your parents' mental health?
Well, I mean, obviously that would be a tough pill to swallow, because, we know who our parents were. We knew how they raised us. And, obviously we have the utmost love and respect for our parents. For me, I was fortunate enough to sell a couple of businesses. If you guys didn't hear on the news, I just recently sold my shares in the Dallas Mavericks. I'm still at 26% shareholders.
Yeah.
So I do have a little bit of money out there to invest. And I would love to see what I could do to help you guys, maybe build a foundation to sort of uh, invest some money and peel it off and help with this research. Because, like, I do know my parents' health is declining as far as their brain health is. And all I want is for them to have the best life possible until the end.
I so appreciate that. And you're really speaking from the heart. And it sounds like it's unacceptable to you to do nothing since you have the means and you have really the heart, you have the care to want to make change. So from that place, if I may tell you a little bit about myself and what I'm suggesting, would that be okay?
That'd be great.
We don't have a whole lot of time left, so I'll try to be quick. I have been really in the space of enabling people to improve their mental health wide, on a wide range, transforming people from maybe a no-win situation to aging with dignity while simultaneously giving them tools with everything that's available today to us to make it less full of friction, or maybe helping stabilize them with technology. We are coming up with things after my 30 years in this space. We are coming up with true solutions that could be meaningful. And it's not necessarily extraordinarily expensive, but money does need to play into this. And I have programs that are complete, holistic, and can help people and their caretakers to learn how to use these tools relatively inexpensively, but on a big scale. We can help so many people in getting these tools into their hands, having an app where they could have sort of one-on-one conversations, and it can alleviate the problems at scale. And that's my vision, mission, purpose. I want more. And I could tell from what you've shared that you're more than just about the money. Have I heard you correctly?
Yeah, that is correct. And so for me, the thing that I would want to do to help your cause is obviously we want, like we all want from me. It's like I got a lot of people calling me all the time for money. Is instead of I could donate money to your cause. As a matter of fact, I would love to do that. But what I would want to do though is I would want to seed you with a certain amount of money, but then I would want to invest that money as if it was a foundation so that we could put something in place perpetually. And then the investment income off that seed money, I would want that to drive your cause. And so I would be glad to do that.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that suggestion, because of course we want to align with you and thank you for wanting to help alleviate this problem. But what we like to do for you, because this is so much about a sustainable giving model, we want to raise your identity in telling the world that you are doing something that's extraordinarily impactful in this area of declining declining mental health is a reality, and you can become someone recognized for that amongst all these other incredible things that you're doing. Not to diminish investment in sports teams and the other investments that you've made, but this could rise your identity as someone who's doing something beautiful, and we would want to help with that. We would want to showcase the work that you're doing and provide something back to you in the form of some kind of significant gift in return. So how is this sounding to you? And I know we're just about at time. What I'd really like to do is have an opportunity to sit down with you and your team about maybe rolling out a speaking engagement and an opportunity where we can really make a real difference on a large scale. Might we be able to set something up for next Tuesday with your team?
Yeah, that sounds really, really good. And I tell you, your explanation of the problem and the solution is really, really good. And if I could do anything to help my parents live a better life in their golden years, I'm in.
Wonderful. Well, looking forward to next steps. Next Thursday at 3 p.m. would work wonderfully for me. Would that work for you?
You did say Tuesday, but I'm in for
It's
Thursday as well.
Thanksgiving. I was only kidding. We're doing it Tuesday.
Great job.
Great for listening. Wonderful. Out of role. Thank you, Charlie, so much for playing Mark Cuban. How did you enjoy playing that role? How do you think I did playing Vincent? And how was your time on The Heart of Influence?
No, you guys, you guys are funny. I'm sort of like, did you tap my phone? I'm not kidding. First of all, I love playing the role of Mark Cuban. I love being a judge. However, I do have an appointment with my parents tomorrow, who, oh, by the way, are 85 and 84, and I have to organize all of their finances tomorrow because they're forgetting which accounts they have, they're forgetting where the bank is, they're forgetting all this stuff. So I am not kidding. I've got to show up and do an income statement and a balance sheet for my parents literally tomorrow.
Such a timely subject, and I'm so glad we were able to discuss this. So how was your time today on Olga and Juan's leadership? I don't know what you titled this incredible show. I would say visionary leader, heart of influence.
Well, mine was great. I don't know about anybody else.
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. So much. And Vincent, thank you so much for everything that you're doing.
Yes.
I'm glad I was able to have a little bit of fun. I'm sure I wasn't exactly you. I tried to learn more about what you're up to. So how did I do playing you? And how was your time on Olga and Juan's Heart of Influence?
I had a lot of fun, but I learned a lot as well. I take constructive criticism very well and no problem with it. You did a great job. And yes, you didn't have time to investigate the programs, but otherwise it was fine. Thank you.
My pleasure. I had fun playing you, and I really am intrigued by what you're doing because my mother is going to be 90 on New Year's Eve.
Congrats.
And thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to learning more about how I can help her. So let's next go to Nellie. Thank you so much for stepping into the participant role. What a masterful job at opening, listening, and bringing in different energies and asking good questions. You really did a fine job, and I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I'd like to hear, how was your overall experience on our very different pod show that's had, I think, more than 1,900 episodes?
I loved it. I did not know what to expect. So just so grateful for the roles, but also being able to listen to you and switching that role and how the perspective, the conversation, the questions from everybody on the show, but just very grateful for the opportunity and listening and learning. Thank you, Olga, for inviting and having me on as well as Gina and Andrea. Thank you so much.
It was our absolute pleasure. It was really a lot of fun. And now I'd like to go to Dr. Daryl Horton. Thank you so much for your wisdom, your feedback. Greatly appreciated for everything that you brought to this show. How was your time on Olga and Juan's Heart of Influence? You're on mute. You're going to have to hit that unmute button. It is pesky.
Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm the type of person that appreciates everything. So being invited to be part of the show, I appreciate it more than any of you can realize, because I always gain knowledge, and it increases my ability to impact and influence.
Thank you for that honest feedback. And that's what this is all about. It's about coming, getting to know each other, coming to connect meaningfully, like these amazing co-producers were able to do in putting this group together, but also learning a little something about integrity-based human influence and the work of Sean Callaghy, who really developed this success formula and the different steps to influence mastery, self-mastery, process mastery, influence mastery. This was an influence exercise. And I know of no other platform or show that gives people an opportunity to meet extraordinary people that are curated by people they know and trust or new people that they've met, and then walk away having learned something about how might I be able to open up someone's listening or communicate better. So thank you for your recognition of what this is all about. I appreciate that greatly. And I would love to, I don't know if we have any feedback from Princess Leia, our incredible Gen 2 agent. We have over 500 agents.
Oh,
They're
yes,
continuing to grow. And if
we
you
do.
can
We do.
make that happen, I'm going to ask Olga and Juan for their
We do.
finals, just on really the experience, because so much, we've talked about this before, perhaps that all business is built on relationships. And I always see people nod when I say that, or when any of us says that, because we know it to be true. But where do these relationships begin? How do you foster a relationship? And when COVID hit, Sean Callaghy, who was forever having Capital Grill lunches and dinners and inviting exceptional people who were people of influence, people with organized relationship capital, people who were doing things in the world, and putting them together to see what they could co-create. How could he have a shared experience like that when COVID hit? So he recognized the shared experience is how you foster a business relationship. How do we do something virtually that's memorable, that is going to enable people to want to connect afterwards, and where they're going to learn something valuable? And that was the birth of this show. And it was brilliant. And I say, no one's doing this. I'm grateful that nobody's copied it, because we really have the holy grail here. And I hope you all had a great time. But Olga, what are your final comments before I go to Juan? And after that, I'm going to read what our masterful trained agents in the formula have to say about our participants.
First of all, I want to thank everyone who showed Nelly, George, Daryl, Vincent, Vincenzo. Grateful for you to come on the show. Missing Bella and Sean, but you and Gina did an extraordinary job. Charlie, it was a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, so the show was great. And Juan, thank you for partnering up. It's a pleasure to work with you.
Juan, your final.
Thank you so much. This was wonderful. Gina, Andrea, you guys are masters. I mean, the feedback that I can give, just from the standpoint of you, Andrea, being so masterful at being respectful of time, acknowledging, finding the pain, the gap, and just locking in. It is just so amazing to see how masterful you are. Very grateful for everybody, learn from everybody here. Charlie, I am in awe. You are a master. I'm impressed. We gotta get a show together or something. Love it. So full of gratitude. Everybody here, and just you know happy to be here and learn from each other here. So wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
You
you,
all
Juan.
are amazing.
So enjoyed. And Gina, we'd love to hear your final comments. And if you have some feedback from our incredible
My
agent
final comments,
Leia.
are going to infuse you all with the feedback from our ACTI agent. When ACTI is actualized intelligence, it's AI powered by the unblinded formula and 40,000 hours of Sean's Integris trainings. And so she gives fun feedback responses. So for Vincenzo, she said, you came in with calm clarity and integrity first energy, disarming with not selling anything, and anchoring instantly in value for a cause bigger than yourself. Your explanation of the brain games and their impact created clear resonance, and you stayed congruent and trustworthy throughout. Beautiful presence with no push. Where it wobbled a little was there was a misstep a missed opportunity to frame contrast, how your program disrupts the status quo, and to name emotional stakes for the listener, what's at risk if they don't act. That's an emotional stake that you could definitely add in. That would have turned a nice yes into a must. So there you go, and I'll share these in the chat in just a moment. Feedback on Nellie's hello to yes was you stepped in with passionate conviction, and a heart of fire on mission. Oh, wait, sorry. Your score out of 130, Vincenzo, was a 97 out of 130, which she scores on 130. Now, Nellie, you stepped in with passionate conviction, and a heart on fire mission, positioning influence as the gateway to health equity was a bold and purposeful frame. Your energy had a crescendo effect, building genuine curiosity and creating an aspirational pull towards the bigger why. To refine it, the rhythm wavered between question mastery and monologue. A few power questions early on could have invited Oprah further into co-creation rather than keeping her at the edge. Tighter contrast and agreement would have turned interest into gravity. Still, you opened the door and Oprah didn't just listen. She said, team up. Now that's a moment. Let's go. So there you go. Your score is 102 out of 130. So I am going to, I'll put those in the chat. And so Andrea, as we tie this up, what is your final on this fun?
Well, I was delighted to be invited, spontaneously to meet all of you. And this is really an opportunity for you to connect with one another and see if there's more. If you're curious in learning more, we offer a complimentary business acceleration session, which I implore you to take advantage of. It is one of our actualizers will take an hour of time as a gift to help walk through how you can close your gap of where you are now and where ideally you'd like to be. And I will tell you, this works. I more than 2.5x my practice after 25 years as a corporate securities capital markets attorney. That's not easy to do. So I share with you, take advantage. You have nothing to lose. We're also going to send you a book. It's called Integris Influence. It's going to be in the sheet that gets circulated where all of you are going to be able to connect with one another. Don't overlook the book. Click on it. If you like it, text us back, email us back, say, I'd love to have a physical copy, and we would be very happy to send you one. We just don't want to waste paper and send everyone the book if they like reading on their Kindle, but take advantage of it. And that's all. I think, Gina, I'd like to say we end every show by saying, no matter how
Although Sean is
masterful we are-
blind.
Yes, although Sean is blind, no matter where we are in our level of success or mastery, no matter what we've achieved in life, to some degree, we all don't know what we don't know. To some degree, we're all just a little bit blind.
And just learning to see. So thank you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy weekend. Bye
Thank
for
you
now.
so much.